right around the 17-yard line. Jolly, the 25, the 30. And he's finally taken down right around the 34, and that's where the Buckeyes will have their first possession.
A big test tonight will be for the Buckeyes up front. Last week, the Buckeye line did a great job of in-county, opening some big holes for Bear Lewis and also David Jolly.
And we will apologize as we begin this game. The stands here a little bit rickety and shaky, so our camera will probably shake a little bit during this game. And hopefully it'll shake a whole lot as the Buckeye fans are jumping up and down. Handoff up the middle. Bear Lewis, 45, 50. Bear at the 40, taken down at the 35, and what a start for the Buckeyes.
I tell you, just a nice quick dive play, and Jay actually carried out the fake like an option, and what a nice game by Bear.
Buckeyes first and 10 at the Meigs 34. Bear Lewis last week had 76 yards rushing on 19 carries and a touchdown.
Yeah, we really fed the fullback a lot last week, and, you know, I tell you, it also opened up the whole lot for David Jolly.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Edwards back to pass, throwing to the right side, and the pass is complete at the 28-yard line of Meigs, a gain of about 6.
They have Buckeyes looking really good. They're coming out, big run, and then we surprised them a little bit with a nice little out pass.
They only give him 4 on that to the 30. It looked like he was driven back. It looked like they didn't give him his forward progress. Buckeyes second down and 6 at the 30 of Meigs.
And nice catch by Davis, and like you said, they brought him back, and
the ball's loose. Jay Edwards trying to get on it.
Hey, I don't know who's got the ball.
And he did
right
get it. It's third down for the Buckeyes.
Looked like it was going to be a pitch this way, and I don't know if Jay pulled out a little bit too quick, but you know, luckily we got the ball back.
Jay Edwards has thrown for 450 yards on the season. He's thrown for 4 touchdowns and rushed for 4 touchdowns.
Hey, that's one bright spot we've had. Jay's been able to provide for us this year. Not only can he drop back, he can scramble when given a chance.
3rd and 6 for Nelsonville York at the 30 of Meigs. The handoff goes to Bear Lewis. Bear Lewis running hard, gets a first down at the 20.
Nice blocking up front again by that offensive line, and right now Meigs has got to be kind of surprised that the Buckeyes are just running so easy through their line.
On the tackle.
First down and 10, Buckeyes at the 20 of Meigs. David Jolly at tailback, Bear Lewis at fullback. Buckeyes will go out of the power I. Charlie Wind at the wingback position, handoff to Jolly, and he's tripped up immediately.
Yeah, they look like number 65 of the Marauders. Grover came in untouched from his linebacker position, and I'm really surprised that David was able to get back to the line, because he was hitting David as he was getting the ball.
Rob Gabriel comes in for the Buckeyes. Second down and 10. Buckeyes at the Meigs 20-yard line out of the I formation. Jay Edwards pitches it out. Rob Gabriel on the right side cuts it back in, and he's going to pick up a couple.
Nice job by the Meigs Marauders that time. Rob's got some nice, good speed, and he's able to get to the outside. We've seen what he can do this year, and Meigs was able to string that out and get in there and make the tackle before he could get the corner.
Buckeyes now with 3rd down and 8 at the 18 of Meigs. 9:14 to play in the first quarter. This is the initial drive of this game. Buckeyes with the receiver split out on each side. Edwards back to pass. Now being rushed. He'll run it on his side. It's open. Edwards inside the 10, 5, touchdown. What a run by Jay Edwards.
Hey, and that's what we just talked about. Jay's got that ability where he can drop back. Receivers are covered. He's able to bring the ball down and pick up that first down. And right there, what a run by Jay.
Nice blocking by the Buckeyes. You could tell he was going to easily get the first down, but you never would have thought he'd have got a touchdown out of that.
I tell you, they were in man coverage, Marauders were, and they were going deep with Eric Davis, and that just opened a huge lane over here for Jay.
Rob Gabriel will attempt the point after touchdown. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:57 to play. Whoops, there is a flag down.
There is a flag.
So let's see what the man in the white hat will be calling.
It looks like it's motion on the Buckeyes, and they'll probably move us back 5 yards. And I'll tell you right there, that could hurt the Buckeyes special teams, because Rob is pretty consistent from there, but you move him back 5 yards, and I just don't believe he's got the leg to get it there.
Now the Buckeyes will go for 2 as it's spotted back around the 8-yard line. Jay Edwards out of the shotgun. Buckeyes up 6-0, looking for 2 more. David Jolly in motion on the right side. Edwards back to pass, being rushed. Gets away from a would-be tackler, rolling to this side. Throws, and it is caught. I believe it's Joe Warren.
Yeah, I tell you, he just reached right over top.
Another flag's down, though.
They'll have probably illegal linemen downfield this time.
And you are correct. And once again, it's on the Buckeyes. Again, the Buckeyes leading 6-0, scoring on the opening drive of the game. 8:57 to play in the first quarter. Gabriel connects on the extra point, but a legal procedure. So the Buckeyes go for 2, and they get it on the Edwards to Warren pass.
Yeah,
with a legal man downfield. So
what a shame. I'll tell you, that was a nice catch by Joe Warren.
So the Buckeyes will try it again. Back on the 13-yard line of Meigs, going for 2. Now Edwards will run with it. Crosses a 10-5, and let's see if he made it. He did.
Say, not bad. 3 for 3 on the extra point tonight.
8:57 to play in the first quarter here in Pomeroy. Nelsonville York leading Meigs 8-0. Will McLean will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Jared Casey back deep. He takes it right around the 12-yard line, loses it, picks it up on a bounce. And Casey will be taken down right around the 27.
Hey, nice job by Josh Hodson getting the tackle. I tell you, we had an opportunity there to capitalize on that fumble, and Casey did a good job of scraping that ball back up.
So Meigs with the football first for their offense, their first possession of the game, and they're down 8-0. Good job by the Buckeyes. Quarterbacking the Marauders, Eric Collins. He's thrown for 659 yards. Going around the left side as Collins pitches it out. And Jared Casey will take it out to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, they just ran the option. It's something we haven't really seen a lot of this year, and our defensive end has to make sure that he watches that quarterback the whole time. He's only supposed to read the quarterback. He can't go inside, or he can't take that pitch guy, or quarterback will turn it up.
First down and 10 for the Marauders on their own 45-yard line. Jared Casey's run for over 600 yards on the season and 9 touchdowns. Meigs out of the I formation. Casey takes the handoff, and he bowls forward for about 3.
Hey, Casey's not a big back. I think he might go about 140, 145, but I tell you, he runs awful strong in there. It was a nice tackle in there by Joe Martin.
Second down and 7 for the Marauders on their own 48-yard line. Of course, the Buckeyes last week facing a good running team in Vinton County and held them to 66 yards of rushing.
Yeah, they did, and I tell you, Meigs is another team that is just going to run the ball, and they do a good job at it.
Nice coverage by David Jolly. Pulling in the pass is Josh Buzzard. He'll pick up 1, and it brings up 3rd and 6.
Just a little bubble screen to this side, and I tell you, David was about 1 step from picking that off and getting another 6 for the Buckeyes.
So Meigs on their own 49-yard line, facing 3rd down and 6. 7.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, and the Buckeyes up 8-0. Eric Collins over center at quarterback. 2 wide receivers split out on the left side. Eric Van Meters, their top receiver, Pass out, and it is Van Meter with the football. He gets it to the Buckeye 49, but that's only a gain of 2. That'll bring up 4th and 4.
Nice coverage by Davis and Wynn, and I tell you, Cummins throws the ball pretty well. He has a nice release, especially for that little 5-10 yard out pattern.
He puts a little zip on it.
Yes, he does.
But Meigs facing 4th and 4 at the Buckeye 49, and they'll punt it away. Charlie Wynn and David Jolly back for the Buckeyes. Nice snap. And a kick away. Nice punt for the Marauders. Taken by Jolly. Crosses the 20, 25, the 30. And he's finally taken down right around the 32-yard line.
Hey, a nice punt by Meigs. And I tell you, David did a good job, too. He's able to look at ball when being pressured.
Brandon Goebel punted that one away for the Marauders. So the Buckeyes with their second possession. They lead 8-0. 6:26 to play in the first quarter.
Buzzard made the tackle on Jolly, and I tell you, he's not moving real well right now.
1st and 10 Buckeyes on their own 32. Jay Edwards at quarterback for the Buckeyes. Charlie Wynn in motion. Handoff goes to Bear Lewis. And he'll take it to the 34 on a gain of 2.
Bears tackled in there by number 74, Goebel. Goebel's a 6'2", 80-pound junior, and I believe he'll probably mirror Mike McLean tonight.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 8 on their own 34-yard line. Davis split out on this side for the Buckeyes. Handoff to Jolly, and he's carrying a tackler with him.
Yeah, Goebel, once again, the Buckeyes have ran that play pretty successful so far this year. They're just taking the pitch and pulling both backside tackle and guard. And the only problem there was Goebel was able to read that, and he just followed his guard right to the play.
Buckeyes 3rd down and 4 on their own 38-yard line. Going out of the I formation, the wide receiver split out on each side. Edwards back to pass, but a flag comes in, and they blow the play dead.
I believe we're going to have motion on the Buckeyes, and just it looks like a little bit quick on the snap. And
illegal procedure on Nelsonville York. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 now after the 5-yard penalty. .5:15 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes leading the Marauders 8-0. 3rd and 9 for Nelsonville York, back on their own 33. Out of the shotgun is Jay Edwards. A couple wide receivers spread out on each side. Jay back to pass, looking for a receiver. Coming to the side, and he's taken down back at the 28. Be a loss of 5, and the Buckeyes will have to punt it away.
Okay, SQ on the tackle, and Marauders are doing a good job. They're just playing deep. They know the ball's going to be going at least 10, 15 yards. Good coverage by the Marauders and good pass rush.
David Jolly will punt it away for Nelsonville York. Back deep to receive the punt is Eric Van Meter. Nice snap. Jolly gets it away. It's a short punt. And it'll land at the 42, but take a nice Buckeye bounce, and Meigs will have it on their own 47-yard line. Buckeyes leading 8-0. 4:21 to play in the first quarter. Marauders with their second possession.
Yeah, I believe the Marauders going to have a lot of luck when they try to run maybe outside. Buckeyes inside right now are awful tough.
Now the I formation. Eric Collins takes it around the left side on the option, pitched out to Casey, and he's taken down by Will McLean across the way, but not before he gets it to the Buckeye 44.
Hey, the Buckeyes played it pretty well. Casey just made a good move on Charlie Wynn, was able to pick up a nice 8 yards.
2nd down and 2 for the Marauders at the Buckeye 44. Meigs against Wellston last week rushed for 141 yards and passed for 221. Second down and 2 for the Marauders at the Nelsonville York 44-yard line. Collins rolling this way, looking to throw, throwing long on the right side. Buckeyes in position, and it's knocked away by Eric Davis, incomplete.
I tell you, both Buckeyes fighting over the ball, and I think Davis had it in his hands. He was getting ready for an interception, and both of them back there, at least they got after it, knocked it down.
Jay Edwards also in coverage for the Buckeyes. Third down and 2 for the Marauders. Meigs at the Buckeye 44-yard line. 3.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Collins hands it off right to Casey, and he's hit for a loss.
Hey, Joe Martin and Ernie Perkins made good penetration there in the backfield, and once again, nice stop up front by the Buckeyes.
2-yard loss back to the 46, and Meigs will punt. Charlie Wynn, David Jolly back deep for the Buckeyes. Nice job by the Buckeye front line.
Yeah, so far, the Meigs Marauders, they've had success on the option, run it to the outside, and right now they're just not being able to get anything up front.
Brandon Goebel will punt it away. Nice snap. Gets it away. Nice kick. Charlie Wynn will call fair catch, and he takes it. And the Buckeyes will have it on their own 17. Other games around the area tonight. Waterford at Trimble. The Tomcats should roll in that one. Athens at Warren Local. Bulldogs could pick up a league win there. Vinton County at Alexander. Of course, Alexander's still looking for their first win in the Ohio Division in school history.
And school history, right. And,
I don't think it's coming tonight.
I don't think so either.
Buckeyes with it. Back on their own 17. First and 10. Handoff goes to the tailback. I believe it was David Jolly. He's getting out close to the 20. Let's see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be a gain of just 1 for the Buckeyes. They're going to spot it at the 18.
Hey, I saw the pile going about 3-4 yards, and must just be the angle we're at.
Well, they do spot it at the 19. A gain of 2 for Jolly. Second down and 8. And the official here on this sideline throws the flag, and I think he's going to call a legal substitution on the Buckeyes as one of the Nelsonville York Buckeyes jogged off the field out of the huddle.
I'll tell you right now, the Buckeyes are just really hurting themselves penalty-wise. This is the 4th penalty, and we're only not even through the first quarter right now.
So now it'll be second down and 13 for the Buckeyes after the 5-yard penalty. Nelsonville York with it on their own 14-yard line. 2 wide receivers split out to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to the fullback, Bear Lewis. He crosses the 15, takes it out to the 17. He'll gain 3.
Tell you right there, the Buckeyes are just setting that option up. They fed it to Bear 2 or 3 times already, and that's going to eventually open up that option for David and Jay.
Buckeyes now with a 3rd down and 10. Ball resting on their own 17. 1:30 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes leading 8-0. Edwards back to pass. Being rushed. Gets away from the possible sack. Breaks away again, and now he's finally taken down back at the 12-yard line.
I believe the Buckeyes are trying to set up that screen, and say an awful dangerous play to set up when you're only about 15 yards from your end zone. And the Marauders didn't go after Jay, and you're stuck with quarterback being back there being by himself and no one else going downfield.
Buckeyes 4th and 15. Back on their own 12. David Jolly standing on the goal line to punt it away. Van Meter back to receive the punt. Low liner. And that might work out well for the Buckeyes. No return, and it'll be down at the Buckeye 45. 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. 8-0 Nelsonville York. Again, other games tonight, Wellston at Belpre. That ought to be a good one.
That should be an excellent game. You're going to have Wellston size against a lot of speed at Belpre. And sometimes they say the speed wins, but Wellston is playing awful tough right now.
Meigs Marauders 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 45. Collins hands it off. And it goes to David Poole, and he's taken down inside the Buckeye 40, close to the 39.
It's a little inside trap, and the Marauders have had some excellent field position the last 2-3 series, and Buckeye defenses came up big. A nice gain there by Poole.
2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard pickup. Ball resting at the Buckeye 39. 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. Collins hands it straight up the middle. And it is David Poole again getting it down close to the Buckeye 35. It looks like he may have a first down. Referee eyeballing it across the way. That's the end of the first quarter. It looks like he may be just a little shy of the first down. At the end of the first quarter here at Meigs High School, 8-0. Nelsonville York. And while we were away, they did measure, and Meigs picks up the first down. So they have it 1st and 10 at the Nelsonville York 35 to begin the second quarter.
And, as I said, they've had some good field position tonight, and they just haven't been able to get anything going yet on the offense.
Collins keeps it himself straight up the middle, and he's not going to get much. He may have picked up 2, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, he's hit in there by Barry Lewis, and right now what they're doing is they're going to just one back in the backfield, and trying to spread out our linebackers, trying to get a quick hitter and then get some big yards.
2nd down and about 8. Ball resting just inside the Buckeye 34-yard line. Marauders splitting out a couple wide receivers to the right. David Poole, the running back. Collins back to pass, throws it out to the right. That's to Jared Casey. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. And it brings up 3rd down and 5.
Hey, that's the second little bubble screen I've seen the Marauders run. Those are nice, safe passes, and they might not pick up big yards, but they're quite effective.
Ball resting at the Buckeye 30. It's 3rd down and 5 for Meigs.
I believe we're going to see 4-down territory for the Marauders right now.
Coming this side, the option. Casey's got it. Buckeyes all over it. Casey trying to get away, but he's going to be thrown for a loss.
Nice job. That's how you run the option or defend against the option. You take the quarterback with your end, and your wing back or your corners come up, take that pitch back, and just pursue. And I'll tell you, nice job by the Buckeyes there.
6-yard loss. Back to the 36-yard line of Nelsonville York. It brings up 4th and 11. And let's see if the Marauders will still go for it in this situation.
Yeah, I believe he'll probably go for it, and you'll probably see it. I wouldn't be surprised to see another little bubble screen. They've worked real well for him tonight.
Marauders 4th down and 11 at the 36, but we got a timeout called by Meigs. 10 minutes to play in the first half. Buckeyes leading 8-0. So the Marauders facing 4th and 11 at the Buckeye 36.
I wouldn't be surprised, maybe a long count, maybe try to pick up a quick 5 yards. And
Collins rolling to the right side, being rushed, throws down the field, and it's incomplete through the hands of Eric Van Meter, and it might have been just thrown a little too far out in front of him. Hard to tell from our vantage point across the field.
It was a nice try by Van Meter, and he was guarded closely by Charlie Wynn, and like I said, I think it was just a little bit outside for him to get to.
Of course, the important thing, the Buckeyes have held on downs, and they take over on their own 36. Leading 8-0.
Right now, the Buckeyes just need to put another good drive together and kind of, do away with the penalties right now. We got 4 penalties for 20 yards already.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Handoff coming this side to David Jolly, running room, 45, 50. Jolly at the 40 of Meigs, at the 30, taken down right around the 20-yard line.
About a 46-yard gain for Jolly, and an excellent job by the pulling guard. It was a little trap, and man, nice block by, I wish I could get a number on that. I think it might have been John McCullough, made an excellent block on this end.
As you said, nice hole opened up by that right side of the Buckeye line, and I think I might have been able to pick up 5 yards on that play, maybe.
Okay.
I take it you don't agree. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the 19 of Meigs, leading 8-0. Going out of the power I. Handoff to Bear Lewis, straight up the middle, and he's going to take it down close to the 15.
Hey, I thought I saw another Buckeyes jump a little bit early, and I'll tell you, number 55 in there for the Marauders, that's Jamie Ellis. He's playing a good game so far at that defensive tackle position.
Gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Buckeyes at the 16-yard line of Meigs. Okay, he's going with a little T formation. Handoff on the left side to Charlie Wynn, breaks away from a would-be tackler and takes it down close to the 10. Nice hard running by Charlie Wynn.
Yeah, I tell you, he was a little crossbuck, misdirection, and he got met right in the hole, and somehow he came out from between two of them. Got close to the first down.
Buckeyes now 3rd and 2, and here comes in Will McLean in that fullback position. Buckeyes going with the power game here.
And they'll move Lewis back to the tailback position, and you pretty much can guarantee it's going to go about the 4 hole right now for Buckeyes.
Charlie Wynn also in the backfield. Buckeyes out of the power I, and it goes on the right side to Bear Lewis. He takes it down to the 9-yard line, close to a Buckeye first down. And let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, it don't look like they gave him a very good spot. And
it is 4th down for the Buckeyes, about a half yard to go. And I imagine they'll just strap it up and run the same play.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see the kicking game right now.
Nelsonville York calls timeout. I believe Coach Boston was asking for a measurement just to see how close it was, but the Buckeyes call timeout to talk things over. It's 4th down and 1. Buckeyes leading 8-0, 7:50 to play in the first half. And they are measuring now to show how close it is, and it looks like it's about a foot. And while we were off, you said you believe you'd just go with Jay Edwards straight over center, and I believe after seeing that measurement, you are correct.
Quickest way to the end zone is a straight line. I tell you, that's what I do right now. Give it to Jay.
The Buckeyes still have McLean in a fullback. That might be a nice little decoy. And Jay Edwards does keep it surging forward. And big Will McLean right behind, and Edwards pushes forward down close to the 6-yard line.
It looked like McLean and looked like Charlie Wynn just got a hold of Jay, kind of hit him in the back. Didn't push him, just a little hit, and kind of helped that pile go a little forward.
Buckeyes 1st and goal at the Meigs 6. Nelsonville York leading 8-0. 7:40 to play in the first half. Buckeyes remain in the power I. McLean, Jolly, and Bear Lewis at tailback. Fake to Lewis. Edwards rolling, now trying to get away, and they do finally take him down back at the 23-yard line. So the Buckeyes 1st and goal at the 6. And now it's going to be 2nd and goal back at the 23.
Yeah, it's going to hurt the Buckeyes right there. I tell you, we had a lot of momentum. We're going to have to come up with a big play right now.
.6:55 to play in the first half. Now we saw the Buckeyes pick up the extra point from way out. 2-point conversion earlier. Edwards back to pass. Being rushed again. Runs it up the middle. He's got running room. Jay Edwards on the left side. And he's going to get a big chunk of this lost yardage back. He'll get it to the 10. He'll pick up about 13. And Buckeyes will have 3rd and goal from right there.
A nice job by Jay again. You know, he's scrambling, picking up yards, and you know, what the scary thing is, you don't want him to get used to doing that all the time, because you know, eventually he'll be going back and just taking off. You want to make sure he's got a chance at least, you know, see downfield. But I tell you, he's what an athlete to be able to pick up yardage like that.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Pitch out coming this side to David Jolly. He's got some blockers. Jolly surging, and he's down close to the goal line, and they're going to mark him just shy of it.
Nice job. I saw Ernie Perkins pulling, and I believe John McCullough. When you're leading with 2 guards out there as quick as those 2 guards can run, along with David, excellent blocking for the Buckeyes.
And they spotted at the 1-yard line of Meigs, and the Buckeyes have a 4th and goal from right there. And once again, a timeout is called by the Buckeyes. 5:31 to play in the first half. 8-0, Nelsonville York leading Meigs.
Well, here we go. I hope we got a good
Buckeyes 4th and goal from the Meigs 1. Bear Lewis and Charlie Wind and David Jolly in the backfield. The Buckeyes out of the power eye. Meigs with everybody right up the middle.
Everybody in the middle.
Handoff on the right side. Jolly surging, touchdown Buckeyes. Nice job of the Buckeyes after the big loss, facing 2nd and goal from the 23, and they still get it in the end zone.
Yeah, nice job. Just nice power game. Power game's working good right now, and Lions blocking good. Marauders pretty much had all 11 people from the tackle to the tackle, but I'll tell you, we just blocked down and kicked it out. Nice job by the Buckeyes.
Rob Gabriel will attempt the extra point. David Jolly holds. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. 5:28 to play in the first half. Here in Pomeroy, and the Buckeyes lead the Meigs Marauders 14-0. Will McLean will kick it away. Jared Casey back deep for Meigs, standing at the Marauder 15-yard line. Let's see if Will can drive him back a little further than that on this kickoff.
Will had a great kick last time, took it down inside the 15-yard line.
He approaches, kicks it away, nice one. It's going to be taken right around the 15. Jared Casey on the return for Meigs, straight up the middle. And a nice return by Jared Casey, takes it out to the 40-yard line. Marauders really, they've had good field position in this game, but the Buckeye defense has done a good job of shutting them down.
Yeah, and they've had excellent field position, and you know what, they've always had, each series they've had 1 or 2 big runs, good runs, where they picked up 10, 15 yards, and then it seems like then they go away from the trying to run the ball more inside. And I'll tell you, the Buckeye defense has done a great job so far tonight. They've been able to give a little bit, but not break.
Now the Meigs will go out of the power I formation. First down and 10 on their own 40. Hand off to Casey, and he'll pick up 4 out to the 44. 5:12 to play in the first half. Talking about other games in the area, Eastern at Federal Hocking, that should be a good one. Lancers trying to go 2-0, and of course they play at Trimble next week. Logan at Marietta. Gallipolis at Jackson. Of course, it looks like Jackson may have the SEOL wrapped up after that big win at Logan last week.
Yeah, Jackson is on a roll right now. They got an outstanding team right now, and they're all around Jared Humphreys at quarterback.
Hand off to Casey, and he'll take it out across midfield to the Buckeye 49-yard line.
Hey, Casey got hit right at the line of scrimmage by Lewis, and just spun right off of him and picked up another 6 yards. And you know, as we said earlier, he's not a big running back. He's only about 5'10", about 140 pounds, but man, he runs hard.
Talking about Logan losing, they're 1-5, and they've really got a good football team. They've just played a killer schedule. They've lost 2 games by 3 points, another one by 1, losing to Jackson last week by 7. Meigs 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 49. Collins back to pass throws, and it's complete to Buzzard, but taken down immediately. Not much there, a gain of 1.
Yeah, they're going to give him they're actually going to give him a nice spot, about a 2-yard gain, and Jolly was all over it with an excellent hit. And Collins has, he's got a strong arm, really whips that ball out there, and nice spot, but a nice catch too.
That it's a 47 of Nelsonville York, and yeah, I think that was a yard and a half further than he got. So 2nd down and 8 for Meigs at the Buckeye 47. Collins running the option, and he's tied up, taken down at the 45. Picks up 2 yards.
Josh Hobson on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and once again they spread us out a little bit, try to run the option, and we did a good job that time covering it. You get back to Logan, and as you said, they're 1-5, and they've played such a killer schedule. They've been in for pretty much all their games. It's sad. They're just a big school playing some big schools now, and they've done a great job. They've really played some good football. They just haven't had the ball bounce their way yet.
Meigs 3rd down and 6. Collins will go out of the shotgun. Now he's being rushed. Collins will be taken down on a sack. 5-yard loss back to midfield, and it'll bring up 4th down and 11 for Meigs.
What a rush by the Buckeyes. Josh Hobson, I believe, was the first one there, and I tell you, the Buckeye defense is once again is coming to play tonight.
Meigs will punt it away and actually spot it back on the Meigs 49. So that brings up 4th down and 12. Charlie Wynn, David Jolly back deep for the Buckeyes. The clock rolls, 2:15 to play in the first half. Buckeyes leading 14-0.
Marauders either going to call a timeout or they're going to take the delay penalty here, move the ball back 5 yards. But the thing is, they're going to let another 20 seconds run off that clock, keep the Buckeye offense off the field.
And now, as you said, Meigs calls timeout right before the delay of game penalty. Timeout on the field, 2:02 to play in the second quarter, 14-0 Buckeyes. Marauders will punt it away. It'll be Brandon Goebel once again punting for Meigs. David Jolly back deep for the Buckeyes. Charlie Wynn moves up the field a little bit, now backing up. Coming towards David Jolly. He'll take it at the 20 of Nelsonville York. Nice job by Jolly to keep his feet, and he picks up another 4 yards afterwards.
Yeah, nice job by David.
The flag comes in late after the tackle was made.
And they're pointing toward, they're meeting with the Marauders, and
it is on Meigs. It looks like maybe personal foul.
Could have been a late hit on the Marauders, and tell you, that's something the Buckeyes needed right there, and that's something Coach Mike Chancey not going to be real happy about.
Of course, Mike Chancey played here at Meigs High School, went on and played up at Ohio State, and been here now for 12 years coaching the Marauders. Buckeyes 1st and 10 now after the personal foul penalty on Meigs. Out on their own 39. Edwards on the option. And good job by Jay Edwards to keep that himself as Jolly was covered. The pitch man was.
Yes, he was, and that's what you learn when you run that option as a quarterback. You see the corner coming up, you're better off holding on to that ball, picking up what you can get.
1:28 to play in the first half. Buckeyes up 14-0. Second down and about 7 for Nelsonville York on their own 42. Charlie Wynn spread out on this side. Eric Davis spread out across the way. Option coming this way. Pitch out, and the ball's loose. Gabriel jumps on it, and it looks like he got it back. 3rd down for the Buckeyes. It is a big loss on the play back to the 39, but again, the main thing, cover up that football with 57 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, that's the second fumble for the Buckeyes tonight, and we have been lucky. We have recovered both fumbles, and definitely don't want to give Meigs the ball back with 40 seconds to go this side of the 50-yard line.
Buckeyes out of the shotgun, 3rd down and about 15 yards to go. They've got to get to their own 49. Long over the middle towards Jolly, and it's just a little bit overthrown. In coverage for the Marauders was Josh Kimes.
Jolly broke open about 15, 20 yards down the field, and nice throw by Jay, just overthrown a little bit.
So now the Buckeyes will be forced to punt on 4th and 15 on their own 34-yard line. 28 seconds to play in the first half, and I believe I'd have David Jolly angling this one towards the sideline. We don't want any big return right before half.
And they're going to come after it right now, too.
Meigs showing a lot of people coming, as you said, but Jolly does a good job getting it away. And it is over by the sidelines, and Van Meter has to let it fall, and the Buckeyes down it at the 36 of Meigs. 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Good execution there by the Buckeyes. The Marauders bringing a lot of people trying to block that, but the line kept them out, and Jolly got it off quickly. And
yeah, nice one-step kick by David. And we've seen a lot of those. The Buckeyes have had a couple big blocks and taking it for touchdowns. And I tell you, those are definitely momentum changers in a football game.
Now Jay Edwards, the safety, will play center field. He's about 25 to 30 yards back down the field. Collins rolling on the right side. Buckeyes wanting a holding, but I don't see a flag. Collins loses the ball, but it looks like Meigs will get it back. And they do, with 8 seconds remaining, clock running. And that looks like that'll do it for the first half. And the first half does draw to a close, but it's been a good one for the Brown and Orange here in Pomeroy. At halftime, Nelsonville York leads Meigs 14-0.
5 tickets for tonight. Ticket number 426-795. 426-795. If you have it, bring it to the press box.
About ready for the third quarter to begin.
I had some first half stats for the Buckeyes. Leading rusher, David Jolly, 5 carries, 52 yards and 1 touchdown. Bear Lewis, 5 carries, 46 yards. Jay Edwards through the air, 1 of 2 for 4 yards. Eric Davis on the reception. Buckeyes, 2 fumbles, none lost, and 4 penalties for 20 yards. The Marauders, Jared Casey, 7 rushes, 34 yards. And Eric Collins, he was 4 of 6 for only 10 yards. Nice job by the Buckeye defense again in the first half.
Buckeyes leading 14-0 as we begin the second half of play. Will McLean will be kicking it away. Of course, next week the Buckeyes will host Wellston, the Golden Rockets. They're 5-1 going in tonight's game with Belpre.
That should be one heck of a game next week at Boston Field.
McLean with the kickoff. And that one might make the end zone, and it does for the touchback. Nice job, Will McLean.
Once the ball crosses the end zone in high school, it's automatically brought back to the 20, and Marauders will start off first and 10 at the 20-yard line. And once the Buckeye defense put up another great first half of defense for the Buckeyes. I tell you, they're swarming to the football, and they held Jared Casey only to 34 yards, and he's a pretty good running back.
So the Marauders will have it on their own 20-yard line after the touchback to begin the third quarter of play. Out of the power eye are the Marauders. Handoff goes to Casey, and not a whole lot there. In fact, nothing there. He's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, Ernie Perkins on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and looks like he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be close.
Second down and 10 for Meigs. Marauders will play at Alexander next week. Out of the shotgun goes the quarterback, Eric Collins, for the Marauders on 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throws, and it's incomplete. Looked like it went through the hands of Josh Kimes.
Tell you, nice pass by Collins, and once, like they always say, it hits you in the hands, it needs to be caught, and he put it right there. Nice coverage by David Jolly.
So now it's 3rd and 10 for Meigs on their own 20-yard line. I imagine we'll see Collins putting it in the air one more time here. Again, his top receiver is Eric Van Meter. He's caught 22 passes this year for 400 yards. Collins back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, throws over the middle, and it's knocked away nicely by Eric Davis. Good pass defense.
I'll tell you, he had perfect coverage on Van Meter, and I thought actually going to tuck it away and try to pick up some yardage, and saw Van Meter cross in the middle, but man, what coverage by Davis.
So the Marauders will have to punt it away on 4th and 10 from their own 20. Once again, punting it away, Brandon Goebel for Meigs, and the Buckeyes with Charlie Wind and David Jolly back deep, and the Buckeyes look to have good field position.
Yeah, Buckeyes ought to come out of here with great field position. Hopefully have the ball down inside the 40-yard line.
High snap handled by Goebel. Gets it away. Nice rush for the Buckeyes. Takes a Marauder bounce. And the Buckeyes will have their first possession of the second half, starting on their own 42.
They have Goebel's definitely done a good job punting tonight. He's put the Buckeyes deep a number of times in the first half, and they had some good height on it.
Buckeyes leading 14-0. They look to keep it rolling here as they come out of the huddle for their first drive of the second half. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Edwards will hand it off to David Jolly on this side. Spins across the 45, takes it out close to midfield, just short of it, and David Jolly a gain of about 7.
And another trap this side, and once again, guard did a nice job pulling, trapping that tackle. David just held on to the ball, was able to spin around a couple blockers, pick up a nice 7 yards.
Buckeyes 2nd and 3 on their own 49-yard line. Buckeyes out of the power eye. Hand off to Jolly on the left side, and he's close to a first down.
Brought down in there by Jared Askew, and looks like he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Buckeyes on the Marauder 49, and as you said, it's 3rd and 1. 10 minutes to play. In the third quarter, Buckeyes leading 14-0. Nelsonville York out of the power eye on 3rd and 1. Hand off to Bear Lewis up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Breaks away. Bear Lewis, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's taken down just short of the goal line.
Tell you what, a run by Bear. Just a nice quick dive play, and Bear was able to break it out of there and pick up a big gain for the Buckeyes.
Bear Lewis rumbles for about 47 yards.
So you give it right back to him right now. Let him get his touchdown.
Of course, Bear started out this game, first play from scrimmage, and a big long run.
And Bear's up to 6 carries for 95 yards so far tonight. And I see Will McLean in at the fullback position, Jolly at the wingback, and Bear at the tailback.
First and goal from the 3. Edwards keeps it himself, and he's in for a Buckeye touchdown. Buckeyes up 20-0, 9:41 to play in the third quarter. And it looks like Nelsonville York will attempt the point after touchdown. Ernie Perkins will snap it, David Jolly will hold it, and Rob Gabriel will kick it. Nice snap, nice hold. The kick is up, but it's no good. 9:41 to play, however, in the third quarter here at Meigs High School. The Buckeyes lead the Marauders 20-0. Jared Casey back deep for the Marauders to receive the kickoff from Will McLean.
Hey, another impressive drive by the Buckeye offense. What a way to come out in the second half and put another 6 points on the board.
McLean approaches, kicks it away. And this one's going to go out of bounds, and Meigs will have it on their own 35-yard line. Of course, Meigs, a Division III team, coming in at 4-2, and the Buckeyes, of course, the main thing is the number one goal is to win the high division of the TVC, but you always kind of have it in the back of your mind where are the Buckeyes in the playoff picture. Of course, coming into this week, Nelsonville York in 17th place in Division 5, Region 19, and here's another Division 3 school with a 4-2 record the Buckeyes can get some points off of tonight. Flag comes in. We may have offsides on the Buckeyes.
And it looks like one of the Buckeyes crossed the neutral zone, and once that happens, it's an automatic blow the whistle and a 5-yard penalty on the Buckeyes. As you said, you were saying Meigs Division 3. Next week we got the Wellston Rockets, which I believe is Division 4, and they're 5-1 right now, playing down at Belpre, and that game could have some huge playoff points riding on that game next week.
Meigs first and 10, or 5 now after that 5-yard penalty. On their own 40, Collins being chased, and he's taken down. The Buckeyes get the sack. It's going to be about a 3-yard loss back to the 37.
Hey, what a nice rush by number 55 of the Buckeyes, and I believe that, let me see here for the Buckeyes, number 55 is Jared Taylor getting some playing time in at nose guard for Nelsonville York, and David Jolly was able to come up and make that sack on Collins.
So now it's second down and about 9 for the Marauders. They actually spotted at the 36 of Meigs. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Option coming this way, and Collins is taken down. He may pick up 1 on the play out to the 37, maybe to the 38.
Looks like Will McLean and Stephen Young on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and Marauders will face a long 3rd down and 7 here.
Buckeyes leading 20-0, 8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes looking to go 2-0 in the TVC Ohio Division. 3rd down and about 7 now for Meigs on their own 37-yard line. Collins back to pass, throws over the middle, and it's a little bit too high this time to Eric Van Meter. Pass incomplete.
It looks like on the coverage was Eric Davis, and Buckeye defensive backs have done another good job this week. Last week we faced Chris Bethel down at Benton County, and I thought the Buckeyes did a great job defending the pass and actually coming into a more polished passer, I think, in Collins, and once again they've done a great job tonight.
Well, last week again the Buckeyes only give up 66 yards rushing to Benton County and 95 yards passing, but most of that came on 1 play.
Right, one Josh Ousley 49-yard touchdown pass.
Nice rush for the Buckeyes. Bear Lewis getting in there. Nice high punt by Goebel. Buckeyes will let it roll, and Meigs will down it at the Buckeye 32. Nelsonville York leads Meigs 20-0, 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Of course, Nelsonville York, again 2-0. They're defending Ohio Division champions of the TVC. The Buckeyes have won 14 Tri-Valley Conference titles in football, and that's the most of any other TVC team. First and 10, Nelsonville York on their own 32. Handoff goes to Jolly on the left side, and he'll take it out to the 35. He gains about 3.
And he's brought down by number 65. That's Brandon Grover for the Marauders, and a nice tackle by Brandon.
Second down and 7 for the Buckeyes on their own 35-yard line. Jay Edwards out of the shotgun. Looking for a receiver. Nice time. Has a lot of time to throw, and he hits his receiver. Eric Davis at the 40, 35. They're not going to catch him. Eric Davis takes it to the house.
I tell you, I honestly don't know who that pass was intended for. Both Buckeyes are running patterns across the middle of the field, and Charlie Wynn kind of looked up, thought the ball was coming to him, and kind of surprised that Eric Davis picked that right off and went the distance.
Buckeyes up 26-0 on a 65-yard touchdown pass. Jay Edwards to Eric Davis. And of course, we were talking before the game, just me and you, that the Buckeyes need to find a way to get Eric Davis the ball a little bit more, and they do so right there, and he shows what he can do with it when he gets his hands on the football. Meigs unable to catch him. Extra point is up, and this one is good by Rob Gabriel. Nice kick. He gives the Buckeyes a 27-0 lead. 7:11 to play, third quarter. Big Will McLean will kick it away once again. Buckeyes up 27-0. Kicks it away. Nice kick by McLean, taking it about the 13-yard line. Jared Casey with it, crosses the 30, and he stood up right there and taken down.
Brought down by Steve Young and David Jolly. And back to that pass, nice pass by Jay Edwards. I tell you, Jay had all day back there at time, and I tell you, when a quarterback can go back and set his feet,
look around,
good things can happen, and the result was a 65-yard touchdown pass to Eric Davis.
Good point. The Buckeye line did a great job that time, giving him plenty of time to make that play happen. Gary Edwards wins the pot here at Meigs. Buckeyes will take down David Poole right around the 36-yard line.
That's Poole's third carry on the night, and he had couple of nice gains in the first quarter, and it's the first time they've come back to him here in the second half.
Second down and 5. Meigs with the football on their own 36-yard line. 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter in a game that's been all Buckeyes. Eric Collins over center at quarterback. Marauders out of the I formation. Collins back to pass. Throws, and it's incomplete, trying to hit the tailback, Jared Casey.
And then he was getting rushed. Well, I believe we're going to have a holding penalty here on the Marauders. And Ernie Perkins just had one heck of a rush on Collins, and I believe he was being held the whole time.
And as you said, holding on Meigs.
Let's make second penalty tonight.
And the Buckeyes will decline it, bringing up third down and 5. Third down and 5 for the Marauders on their own 36-yard line. Two wide receivers split out to the right side. Collins back to pass, and he's hit right as he throws by Ernie Perkins.
And Charlie Wynn picked it up.
And they haven't blown it dead.
And I honestly think that was an incomplete pass.
And that's what Eric Collins saying. He's saying my arm was going forward, and from up here it looks like he was probably correct.
But I tell you what, a heads-up move by Charlie. No one else went for the ball, and he picked it up. And you know, maybe they'll have a conference about it here in a minute. But nice heads-up move by Charlie Wynn.
And it looks like the play will stand. The Buckeyes will have it at the 15-yard line of Meigs, and looked like to me, we'll have to watch that one again, but I thought his arm was going forward when Ernie Perkins hit him.
And it was an excellent pass rush by Ernie Perkins, and you know, it just looked like he was coming forward. His arm was coming forward.
And let's see if there's a timeout on the field. Looks like a little confusion out on the field right now. I believe Meg's still arguing that call with the officials.
And that's a good argument by Coach Chansey, because I tell you, it was awful close, and maybe there's something we didn't see from this view. Maybe his arm wasn't going forward. Maybe it did just fall out of his hands.
So the Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Meigs 15-yard line out of the I formation. Edwards pitches it out to Jolly on this side. And he's hit and dropped right around the 12. He'll pick up about 3 yards.
Eric Van Meter on the tackle for the Marauders. Looks like he'll only pick up, from this spot, looks like maybe a 2-yard gain for David.
5:42 to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes leading the Marauders 27-0 and looking for more. Buckeyes out of the power I. Charlie Wind, Bear Lewis, David Jolly in the backfield. Jay Edwards hands it off to Charlie Wind, and he's going to take it inside the 10-yard line, taken down right around the 9.
Hey, that hole opened up real quick from this view, and we pulled the guard, backside trap, and no one was there. Nice game by Charlie.
Buckeyes now with a 3rd and 5 situation at the 9-yard line. Go with the T formation. And hand off to Charlie Wynn once again around the left side, and looks like no gain on the play. He'll be stopped right at the 9-yard line.
It was a nice job over there for the Marauders. I believe number 74 again, and that's Goebel, and he's played a good game so far tonight at defensive tackle, and no gain for Charlie on that play.
Fourth down for the Buckeyes. It looks like Will McLean's going to attempt a field goal. I saw him jogging out on the field, but I thought he was going to be playing some fullback. But the Buckeyes will be attempting a 26-yard field goal. First, McLean has the foot. Let's see if he can put it through. Kick is up, and it's off to the side, off to the left. No good.
He definitely had the distance. It hit well behind the goalpost, just off to the left.
So the Marauders will have it on their own 20-yard line. 4:01 to play in the third quarter, and the Buckeyes leading 27-0. Handoff on the right side goes to David Poole. Short gain on the play.
Will McLean on the tackle for the Buckeyes.
Gain of about 4 for the Marauders. Brings up 2nd and 6. Meigs with the football on their own 23-yard line. Close to the 24. Option coming to this side. Pitch out to Casey, and he's hit. Head dropped hard.
I'll tell you what.
Ernie Perkins.
Man, did he put... When you see the head flop back, you know you've just been wrong. And I'll tell you, Casey's going to go back and tell Collins, don't pitch it like that anymore.
Big Ernie just turned 18, and he just blew out the candles there.
What a hit by Ernie Perkins.
2:58 to play in the third quarter. Meigs now 3rd down and 8. They have the ball on their own 22-yard line. Collins back to pass, throws on the right side, and it's dropped by the intended receiver, Josh Buzzard.
A nice job by Josh Hodson. They've ran that bubble screen a couple times, and if that ball is passed behind the quarterback, it is a backwards lateral, and he dropped the football, and Buzzard did, and Hodson was able to make an attempt just in case it was a backwards pass.
4th down and 8 for Meigs, back on their own 22, and they'll have to punt it away. Once again, it'll be Brandon Goebel to punt it away. Buckeyes with Charlie Wynn, David Jolly back deep. Goebel gets it away. Nice punt, lands at midfield, takes a Buckeye roll, and Nelsonville York will have it right at the 50-yard line. 2:29 to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes 27, Marauders nothing. I wasn't quite as lucky as Gary Edwards was on split the punt. The game ball was a number on the program, and it wasn't mine. Gary can buy me a game ball. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at midfield. Charlie Wynn in motion. Pitch out coming to the side to David Jolly. Crosses the 50, the 45, takes it down to the 41. Nice gain.
Nice job by Joe Martin pulling from his tackle position. Out here leading David Jolly around the end. Nice gain by David Jolly.
And it looks like we will have a measurement. Looks like from here that David Jolly did pick up the first down. The officials, I think, just want to make sure of it. And he's got it by the nose of the football. Buckeyes with it at the Meigs 41, 1st down and 10.
David's up to 10 carries for 75 yards tonight, on his way to another 100-yard night.
Had 93 yards last week against Benton County. Rob Gabriel on the left side takes the pitch, but he's hit and dropped back at the 45, a loss of 4. Nice play by Meigs.
Aaron Wright coming up from defensive back was able to corral Robert Gabriel.
So the Buckeyes now with a 2nd down and about 14 on the Meigs 45. 1:40 to play in the third quarter, 27-0 Nelsonville York. The Buckeyes will go out of the shotgun, and 2 wide receivers split out on each side. Edwards keeps it himself, running up the middle, and he'll take it down to the 42-yard line.
He's brought down by number 75. That's Curtis, I believe it's Varian. Yeah, Varian, and looks like Jay will pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Buckeyes now with a 3rd down and 11. Just inside the Meigs 42. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Bear Lewis and Eric Davis split out wide to the left. Joe Warren, Charlie Wynn wide to the right. Jay Edwards out of the shotgun, and snap rolled to him, but he hands it off David Jolly, middle of the field wide open. David Jolly takes it inside the 25, down to the 21. David Jolly, a 21-yard pickup, and the Buckeyes with a 1st down and 10.
I was just about ready to say, as time ticks off here, I didn't know if David would get to see the ball much more, being that the Buckeyes were up 27-0, but trying to get close to that 100-yard mark. He's 4 yards shy now. He's up to 96 yards.
Rob Gabriel jogs in with the Buckeye play on 1st and 10. Clock running, 24 seconds to play in the third quarter. Jay Edwards at over center at quarterback. Hands it off to Bear Lewis on the left side. Takes it inside the 20, down around the 17. Picks up about 4. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here in Pomeroy. It's been a good night for the Buckeyes. They lead the Marauders 27-0. Buckeyes second down and about 6 to begin the fourth quarter. Ball resting at the 17 of Meigs. Handoff coming to this side. Charlie Wynn with it, cuts it back to the middle, takes it down close to the 10. Looks like he's got a Buckeye first down.
Yeah, he's awful close. Nice run by Charlie. Charlie seen the seam on the inside and cut it back. Brought down in there by 21 Buzzard in Askew.
First down and 10 for Nelsonville York, and the Buckeyes can get a first down. Looks just inches away from the goal line. Edwards with the handoff to Charlie Wynn, cuts it back to the middle once again, takes it in the inside the 5 to the 4. Gain of about 6.
Yeah, it looked like, Jay, we had a fumbled snap. I saw him go back down after it. It was a nice recovery and nice run by Charlie. Hey, Charlie's ran 5 times tonight, and he's up to 20 yards.
Buckeyes second down. Ball spotted right at the 5-yard line of Meigs. Jay Edwards over center at quarterback, hands it off on the right side. Charlie Wynn stood up, spins away, and takes it down inside the 1.
And he's got to be close to that first down. As you said, we can get a first down at about an inch from the goal line. He's got to be close.
Third down for the Buckeyes. Ball resting just inside the 1-yard line. Buckeyes leading 27-0. 10.5 minutes to play. Buckeyes will go out of the T formation. Jolly, Lewis, and Wind in the backfield. Handoff goes to Charlie Wynn. Touchdown, Buckeyes. $33-0, Nelsonville York on top.
Tell you what, that was a nice drive by the Buckeye line. Tell you, they dominated up front on that drive.
Rob Gabriel will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:15 to play in the fourth quarter, and Nelsonville York leading Meigs 34-0. Buckeye cheerleaders, Jordan Bateman, Gina Safranco, Brittany Blair, Kaylee Boston, Rachel Kilbarger, Tristan McLean, Allie Standall, Ashley Knippa, Kristen Mitchell, Nakona Cottrell, Raven Kyle, Bethany McCullough, Ashley Newman, Brittany Six, and Kendra Smathers. The Buckeyes open up a high division play in the TVC with 2 big road games, and the Buckeyes are going to get 2 big wins.
I got to give a nice job to the Buckeyes coming into the high division after 3 losses. Taking it 1 game at a time, and boy, they did a great job last week at Vinton, and they've just played an excellent game again tonight against the Marauders.
Buckeyes kick it away. Ball loose, bouncing around at the 40. And the Buckeyes have recovered.
I believe we're probably going to see Coach Boston put in some new fresh uniforms here for the Buckeyes on offense.
Good move by Coach Dave Boston. Obviously great experience for these younger players, and up 34-0, you don't want one of those starters to turn an ankle or something in this situation. Buckeyes with it at the Meigs 40 after the fumble. Ball loose. Meigs trying to get it back.
Looks like
Buckeyes got it.
Yeah, it looks like the Buckeyes did recover. I believe that's number 12, which is Patrick Bookman on the recovery. Sorry,
Patrick Norway.
Patrick Norway.
9:48 to play in the game. Buckeyes second down and 10 at the Meigs 40.
And Marauders.
Patrick Norway is at quarterback. Handoff goes to the fullback. Nothing doing there. It'll be a loss of 3.
Hey, right now the Marauders still have their first team in, and I believe Mike Chancey is going to put the rest of his some new players in, and he does, and I think that's a nice job by Mike Chancey.
New unit comes in for the Marauders, as you said. Buckeyes now with a third and about 13 back at the Meigs 44. 9:04 to play in the game. Pitch out comes this side to Gabriel. Ball loose. And Gabriel's taken down back at midfield. Loss of about 6.
And we'll probably see the first unit come on to punt the ball. And
Buckeyes will punt it away. 4th down and 20. David Jolly will punt. Nobody back deep for Meigs. Now a flag comes in.
might have 12 players on the field for the Buckeyes.
The ref will pick up the flag because there's only 11 out there for the Buckeyes.
He was counting. He thought he counted 12 the first time. And
again, nobody back for Meigs to receive the punt from David Jolly. Low snap, picks it up, kicks it away, lands right at the 30-yard line of the Marauders, and it'll be covered up by Ernie Perkins. Buckeyes leading 34-0, 8:17 to play in the game. Buckeyes now can look forward to the Wellston Golden Rockets. The Buckeyes will be 2-0, and of course Belpre hosting Wellston tonight, and if Wellston could get the win over the Eagles, they'll come in at 2-0, and for the last several years, the winner of the Nelsonville York Wellston game goes on to win the Ohio Division.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big game next week, especially like you said, if the Rockets can get that win against Belpre tonight, and be a big showdown at Boston Field.
And the Buckeyes all over that handoff to the tailback. Clock running under 8 minutes to play in the ball game. And the Buckeyes now will call timeout and send in a fresh unit on defense. I believe Coach Boston wasn't sure what Meigs would do getting the ball back. They might leave their first team offense in, but Mike Chancey putting in the second team offense, and now Coach Boston calling timeout and putting in the Nelsonville York second team defense.
Yeah, you know, it's great experience on a Friday night, being able to play under the lights on a varsity contest. Great opportunity for a lot of these young kids.
Buckeyes will up their record to 4-3, 2-0 in the Ohio Division of the TVC. .7:56 to play in the game, 34-0 Nelsonville York. Quarterbacking the Marauders is Aaron Story. Pitch out on the left side to Andy McAngus.
Matt Fox on the tackle for the Buckeyes.
Ben Deshawn jogging into the game for Nelsonville York. Josh Walter in, wearing 16. Matt Fox will jog off the field. Aaron McDonald wearing number 10 in, along with 35, Brad Richards. Daniel Fox in, wearing number 2. Marauders' third down play. Going around the left side, it'll be a gain of 2 or 3 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 7. 7:05 to play in the game.
Like Daniel Rudder on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and I tell you, it's hard to get the number on the other side of that field, and I believe it's number 19, which is Stephen Gold on the tackle also.
Daniel Fox and Aaron McDonald will drop back deep to receive the punt. Brandon Goebel will punt it away for Meigs. 4th down and about 7. Meigs on their own 33. Goebel gets it away, coming towards Aaron McDonald, and he'll take it on a hop at the 38. McDonald, nice run, still going, and finally brought down at the 49.
And nice run by Aaron McDonald. Yeah, he really didn't have much of a choice. That ball just bounced right back up to him, and it was nice, nice job getting his hands on the ball and preventing it from rolling farther down the field.
6:26 to play in the 4th quarter, 34-0 Nelsonville York. Once again, Patrick Norway at quarterback. The Buckeyes with a couple wide receivers to the right, a couple to the left. Norway keeps it himself, and he'll pick up about 3.
Richardson in on the tackle for the Marauders. Second down and 7 now for the Buckeyes.
Nice run by Nelsonville York. Daniel Fox. Daniel Fox. And he's in for the touchdown from 47 yards out.
Nice run by Daniel Fox. I tell you, once he got to the corner, Daniel had some good speed, and leading out there, Rob Gabriel getting a couple blocks for him.
46-0 Nelsonville York. The horns are answering each other here.
Yeah, I tell you, it looks like Aaron McDonald will attempt the extra point for the Buckeyes.
High snap. And the kick is blocked. McDonald is upended, but it looks like he's okay, and that's good to see. Dangerous position to be in when you're being rushed like that. But the Buckeyes put another one on the board. It's 40-0. 5:44 to play in the 4th quarter. Aaron McDonald will kick it away for the Buckeyes. 40-0, Nelsonville York. Buckeyes looking impressive. And this score will have to make Wellston think about it a little bit. They came into Meigs last week and won by 3. And the Buckeyes up by 40. But obviously you can't always compare scores.
No, you can't. And, you know, defensively, you know, Wellston is led by senior Lance Phillips, which is probably one of the best linebackers in this area. He is being recruited by some Division I schools, right around 6 foot, 240 pounds. And I had a chance to see him last week as he watched the Buckeyes and Vikings play, and I tell you, he's a big kid, and he's going to be coming to play to Boston Field next week.
Marauders with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line. Hand off to the tailback, and he's taken down right there. Nice tackle by the Buckeyes, Trevor Polly.
Well, Trevor is just a freshman getting some playing time tonight. And I've heard some good things on Trevor, and I believe next year you'll probably see hear his number called a little bit more.
Gain of 1 to the 42. 2nd down and 9 for Meigs. .505 to play. Aaron Story at quarterback, being rushed, rolling on the left side, crosses the 40, the 45, crosses midfield, still going, and finally taken down close to the Buckeye 35-yard line.
Hey, he fumbled the snap. Nice job of getting the ball back, and I tell you, Ben Dishon from his tackle position running all the way down the field, and I tell you, he's a defensive lineman and was able to run down the quarterback from about 15 yards. That's a nice job by Ben.
He picks up 23 yards on the play. 1st and 10, Meigs at the Buckeye 35. 4:42 to play in the 4th quarter. Buckeye trying to get off the field before the snap, and a flag comes in.
And we're officials counting again, and
I believe that's going to be on the Buckeyes. Too many men on the field. Oh, it's on Meigs. I saw the back official who threw the flag counting players. Oh, now it is on Nelsonville York. He pointed the wrong way. So I think he counted players just to make sure there were still just 11 out on the field, because the Buckeye didn't get off the field in time before the ball was snapped, which would have been the 12th man. So Meigs now 1st and 5 at the Buckeye 30. Handoff straight up the middle, and the ball carries up into the Buckeye 23.
That's Corey Wilson, the ball carrier, and
that'll be another 1st down for Meigs.
I tell you, it was a safety position. As soon as they get out of the huddle, I'll be able to see who came up with that tackle. Nice tackle coming up, making a nice hit on tailback. I still can't get a number on that. It's either might be number 44, which is Nick North.
Back to pass. Quarterback throws on the left side, and it's incomplete. The receiver was wide open down about the 7-yard line of Nelsonville York.
And it looked like the cornerback for the Buckeyes bit hard on the play-action fake, and it's overthrown, because he definitely would have went in for the touchdown.
Story was trying to hit Austin Dunphy, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10 at the Buckeye 23 with 4 minutes to play in the game. 40-0, Nelsonville York. Handoff up the middle, nothing doing. Running back taken down, it was Corey Wilson. It'll be a loss.
I believe Polly on the tackle again for the Buckeyes.
Nelsonville York band playing Long Train Running, and the train got a rolling early and often tonight for the Buckeyes. 3rd down and 10. Whistles blow. It's like a penalty on Meigs. It's a legal procedure. Silas Stotts into the game for the Buckeyes, wearing number 70. Meigs now 3rd down and 15 at the Buckeye 28. Pitch out on the left side. Running back turns the corner, and he's taken down right around the 15.
By number 10, Aaron McDonald.
Gain of about 13, but it's short of a 1st down. To bring up 4th down for Meigs. 4th down and about 4. Marauders 4th down and 4. Ball resting at the Buckeye 16. Nelsonville York trying to preserve the shutout. Meigs trying to get on the board. Quarterback rolling this side, looking to throw, being rushed, and he's going to be taken down short of a first down.
Nice job by the Buckeyes. Josh Walter from the defensive end just kept stringing that quarterback out until he could finally get a hold of him and pushed him out of bounds well short of the first down.
So the Buckeyes take over on downs. As you said, nice play by Josh Walter, just a sophomore. Three minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 40-0, Nelsonville York.
I think we got even some more new players in for the Buckeyes. And the tailback is number 26, and that's Chris Garza.
Handoff straight up the middle to the first man through. It'll be a gain of about 1. Into the game for the Buckeyes, Aaron Rosser, wearing number 60.
On the carry was number 30, Sean O'Neill.
Patrick Taggart in wearing number 28. Second down and 9 for Nelsonville York at the 21. Tailback takes the handoff. Nice gain. Still running.
I tell you, he had the ball behind his back.
And he's got the first down out to the 31.
I tell you, he got through there and the ball got hit, and he was running probably 4 of those yards with the ball behind his back. How he held on to it, I have no idea. It was a nice run by Chris Garza.
Just a freshman. Nice hard running. First down for the Buckeyes, 2:15 to play. Handoff comes this side. And that'll be no gain on the play. Stopped right at the 31.
Craig Warren, the ball carrier.
Another freshman for the Buckeyes. Valuable playing experience here in a high school game under the lights and the crowd and getting some varsity action. Buckeyes out of the eye. Second down and 10. Handoff straight up the middle. Not much there for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, it was O'Neill, the ball carrier again. He was brought down by Casey Wilford.
Sean O'Neill, another freshman. Coming in for the Buckeyes, Justin Clark. 5'9", 215-pound freshman, wearing number 50. Nick North also in, wearing 44. Buckeyes third down and 9 now on their own 32. A minute to play, pitch out on the right side, and whistles blow. Stopping the play.
Usually at this time,
Illegal procedure.
Yeah, the officials usually let some things go penalty-wise unless it's some major call. That's the Buckeyes' 7th penalty tonight for 35 yards.
The Buckeyes third down and 14. Back on their own 27-yard line. Handoff to the fullback. And that's Sean O'Neill. Nice run. Takes it out to the 36. He picks up about 9 yards. Brings up fourth down, but it gives the Buckeyes a little breathing room for the punt. Clock running, 30 seconds to play. And I don't believe the Buckeyes will need to even punt the ball.
No, this should be it right here.
They just started the play clock. It's at 12 seconds now. Buckeye band playing the fight song, and an impressive win for Nelsonville York. They had one last week going down to Vinton County and defeating the Vikings 20-14, and they take it another step coming here to Pomeroy and defeating the Meigs Marauders 40-0.
Yeah, I think this is a huge win for the Buckeyes. You know, last week was a real emotional win for Nelsonville. Nelsonville York down at Benton County. Benton County was, was picked by some to win the Ohio Division along with the Buckeyes, and the Buckeyes played an excellent game last week, and I tell you, hats off to them this week too, because once again the Buckeyes came to play, and what a job! And I have to say this the offensive and defensive lines have done for the Buckeyes. 2 back-to-back games where they've just completely dominated up front. Jared Casey, the leading rusher for Meigs tonight, 9 carries, only 35 yards, and one of those runs was 20 yards in the first quarter. So,
and he came into the game with 608 yards rushing on the season after 6 games.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Up front, the Buckeyes have just been swarming to the ball, getting there, and I always say 11 orange helmets at the ball, and that's what's happening right now. Also, they come in, and the defensive backs, once again, facing a very good quarterback in Eric Collins, basically shut him down. He only had 4 receptions tonight on 11 attempts for only 10 yards. Great job by the Buckeye defense. Offensively, Buckeyes were led once on the ground by Barry Lewis, 7 carries, 98 yards for the fullback tonight. David Jolly, another great job at the tailback position tonight. 11 carries, 96 yards. And Jay Edwards, 2 of 2, 69 yards, and had that huge touchdown pass to Eric Davis that basically put the game out of reach for the Buckeyes.
Great win for Nelsonville York, and also just a great job of coaching by Dave Boston and his staff. Again, Buckeyes, of course, were 2-3 and coming off of a couple heartbreaking losses, and they kept the team focused, and the Buckeyes have bounced back. They've started strong here in Ohio Division play.
I think that's a big key of what you just said. I think the Buckeye coaching staff was able to to keep the kids' heads up, tell them that things will turn around, and once again we hit the Ohio Division play, and we've done an excellent job. One thing we've had to cut down on is the fumbles. 2 fumbles tonight. We got both of those back. Only downfall I see is we had some penalties tonight.
Hopefully next week will be the game the Buckeyes will go without a turnover against the Golden Rockets.
Right, and we've talked about that game all night, and that's going to be a huge game next week. Boston Field, I'm sure, is going to be packed, because especially if the Rockets can come away with the win at Belpre tonight.
Of course, the Buckeyes and the Rockets have had some classics, and as I said earlier, the last 4 or 5 years, the winner of that game takes the Ohio Division of the TVC, and it looks like it could be the same this year, although, again, if Belpre can pull the big win over Wellston at home tonight, Belpre would stay in the thick of things. Yeah,
and one thing Belpre does have, they don't have a lot of size, don't have a lot of kids, but they got some speed on the offensive side of the ball, and I tell you, once you get out in the open, it's hard to catch it, and they've just done an excellent job down at Belpre, and we're gonna have some tough contests in the next couple weeks, but I tell you, the way the Buckeyes have been playing right now, they're looking awful good.
Once again, the Buckeyes with a great win over the Meigs Marauders here in Pomeroy, 40-0. The Buckeyes up their record to 4-3 overall, 2-0 in the Ohio Division of the TVC. For Jason McCumber on camera and Eric Dean, this is Jim McCumber saying, so long, everybody.
Council, I'd like to welcome you to the 2000